And in this video, I'm just going to give you an update with regards to the video that I made 6 months ago about internationally educated nurses who already passed the NCLEX-RN, who is applying to the College of Nurses of Ontario, or CNO. So I'm just going to read the specific message from CNO with regards to NCLEX-RN as education assessment for internationally educated nurses. So in March, CNO Council decided that the approved process for evaluating internationally educated nurse applicants for registration as an RN in Ontario be amended to include passing the NCLEX-RN exam. At that time, they set January the 1st, 2015 as the cutoff date for passing the NCLEX-RN exam as a way for internationally educated RN applicants to show that they have the knowledge, skill, and judgment needed to meet the education requirement. After this decision was made, CNO was prompted by stakeholder feedback and their own ongoing review of their processes to reconsider the January the 1st, 2015 date. Consequently, the Council has approved revising the cutoff date for passing the NCLEX-RN exam to April 1, 2013. So the cutoff date for passing the NCLEX-RN exam was revised to April the 1st, 2013 as evidence of having the knowledge, skill, and judgment to meet the education requirement. IEN applicants who apply to CNO after completing the NNAS process and who have been identified through the NNAS educated assessment as not having nursing knowledge, skill, and judgment equivalent to that of a current graduate of an approved baccalaureate degree nursing program will now meet the nursing education requirement if they successfully completed the NCLEX-RN exam on or after April 1, 2013. So what it means that if you submit an application to NNAS and then NNAS has already evaluated your application and they said that your education assessment was not comparable to that of the Canadian standard. However, if you already passed the NCLEX-RN exam on or after April 1, 2013, automatically CNO will approve your nursing education requirement and also your registration exam. So if you're an IEN applying to CNO, you've hit two birds with one stone because you've already met the nursing education requirement and you've already met the registration exam requirement. So you have already two requirements if you pass the NCLEX-RN. So even if NNAS said that your education was non-comparable to that of the Canadian standard, however, if you pass NCLEX-RN already since April 1, 2013, then you've already met nursing education and the registration exam. So you've hit, as I said, two birds with one stone. So additional important notes: IENs, or internationally educated nurses, must still apply first to NNAS, or the National Nursing Assessment Service, to meet Canadian requirements to work as a registered nurse in Canada, even if you have already passed the registration exam or the NCLEX-RN. Kindly visit www.nnas.ca for more information. So for IENs, the NNAS requirement is mandatory. Registered nurses from other Canadian provinces and nursing graduates in Canada can apply directly to CNO, the College of Nurses of Ontario, and no need to apply for NNAS. NNAS is only for applicants that are internationally educated nurses. NNAS does not require applicants applying to CNO as their jurisdiction of choice the language proficiency requirement, English or French. So when you submit your application to NNAS, if you're applying to the College of Nurses of Ontario, NNAS will not require you to have the language proficiency requirement in order for them to evaluate your application. So they will not require you the language proficiency requirement. Passing the NCLEX-RN from April 1, 2013 and onwards will only meet nursing education requirement and not including evidence of practice and language proficiency requirements. I repeat, passing the NCLEX-RN from April 1, 2013 and onwards will only meet nursing education requirement and does not include evidence of practice and language proficiency requirements. With regards to evidence of practice as RN for CNO requirements, it must be from the past 3 years and can be clinical or a non-clinical role. For more information, visit www.cno.org. So, the evidence of practice as an RN is a requirement for CNO. It must be from the past 3 years. It could either be a clinical or non-clinical role. So clinical, it means you did bedside care, like a RN in the hospital. Non-clinical role is, it doesn't matter if it's bedside. Non-clinical role means that you worked as a nurse educator, a clinical instructor. You work as an occupational health nurse. You work as an RN in the clinic. It means it's not bedside care, but it's still considered work as a registered nurse. So working as a nurse doesn't mean it's always bedside. It could either be clinical or a non-clinical role. So that's what it means. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching my videos about the next generation NCLEX, which I've already posted in my YouTube channel. Also, I want to thank you for all who have watched my video about applying as an RN in the state of New York with the New York Education Department, or the NYSED or NYSED. So if you haven't watched that, please watch my video. What do you call that? I forgot. Watch my video about the next generation NCLEX, and also if you want to become an RN in New York State, please, it's a very detailed instruction on how to apply as an RN in New York State. With regards to the NCLEX next generation, it's fast approaching. Guys, if you don't want to take the NGN or the next generation NCLEX, take your NCLEX right now, because NGN, if NCSBN will not change the dates, will start on April the 1st, 2023. So if you take the NCLEX-RN April the 1st, 2023 and onwards, you will be taking the next generation NCLEX. I have a video for that. You will be exposed to case studies, more on case studies. It's a bit complicated compared to the NCLEX-RN that is before April the 1st, 2023, if NCSBN does not change the date. So if you're taking the NCLEX right now, it's still the same NCLEX-RN, but you must take the NCLEX-RN before April the 1st, 2023, because that's the start for the NCLEX next generation. So if you haven't done so, watch my video, Next Generation NCLEX. I think that's all, guys. Thank you very much, and you have a great day. Bye.